You're tuned in to TSE Raw Talk, sponsored by Treble Sound Entertainment and Monsters Energy Drink. What's up? You're tuned into TSE Raw Talk. I'm Ryan Watkins.
Yeah.
What's up, y'all?
What's going on? It's your boy Too Nice June.
You didn't sound so confident.
Nah, I thought she was gonna just jump in. You usually sound like so much better than me.
Oh, I'll take that.
You take it?
I'll take it.
Alright, cool.
Everybody know Mixed by Pete.
Yeah, that's right.
Everybody
Everybody know me. But let's start off. Meek Mill. Breaking news.
Philly was the
breaking news.
Yeah.
Popping Willie's.
About time.
It's about time.
It is definitely about time.
My
a lot of
guys
people was on his team trying to get him out.
Well, you got Hov behind you.
Yeah.
Putting up that paper.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think the public was more idolized with this though. Like the public, like you could shine light more on the public than you could just say, you know, Jay-Z is his backing and things of that nature. Look at what the public has done. I seen more Free Meek Mill shirts on, not to say Caucasian babies. You know what I'm saying? Just because, you know, the injustice of, you know, the law and, you know, things of that nature. I really think we should big up the fan base a lot more than just, you know, the people that's actually putting money in his, you know, in his case. You know, things of that nature. When you see the public realizes that, you know, there is an injustice going on, that right there, that sparks a whole cultural, you know, what can I say, togetherness, in a sense. Look how much people now, you know, gave into Meek Mill. But, you know, that's pretty much what I have to say for him. We miss you, big bro. It's about time to get to work.
Definitely. I can't wait to hear when he dropped that Fresh Out track.
It's gonna be
gonna be
mad
soon.
loud. Gonna be screaming his ass.
I love it. I'm gonna turn it all the way up too.
Oh, that's
I love Meek Mill.
Oh, yeah.
So, what's going on in entertainment news? We got
all
Russ,
kinds of stuff.
Yeah, Russ's interview with Vlad TV. So, what do y'all think about people actually saying that the producers are the ones to blame for the whack music of today?
I don't know if I fully believe that because a lot of
I
times
don't believe
the
it.
producer isn't always in the room with people. They send off beats to artists. Now, if the producer's in the room, then yeah, we can blame him. You know what I mean? But there's more pieces to the puzzle than just the producer. A lot of times the producers are sending the beats over to people, and then the writers are sitting down with the artists, and the writers are coming up with this fucking bullshit. You don't gotta blame the producer.
But why can't we blame the artist too? Like the
Oh,
way
fuck
Russ,
yeah.
the way Russ was
Fuck
making it
yeah.
seem, he like, no, like the artist isn't the one, the producers is the one. It's just like, no, everybody plays a part in this whack music that's being put out today, I think.
I feel like the producers are the ones to blame. Why I say that is because if, let's just say, you are an up and coming artist and you do not have the backing of the, you know, the funds to get a good producer, right? Or to get the big name producer that you're looking for. And then you end up getting, let's just say, a mediocre producer that actually makes your song pop, and then you get some clout and things of that nature. Something that Russ said that I really was agreeing to was that, you know, we give so much clout to C-list producers now that are, you know, changing the game basically because all the original legends that were making music or making or producing these songs that we are listening to till today.
So
you
who's
know,
the C-list producer though? Because a lot of people was clapping back at him. You had Metro clapping back at him, Cardo was clapping back at him, and I honestly don't feel like neither one of them was even included into that conversation when he was talking about producers. Definitely not Cardo. Cardo's fired.
I mean, I think he's pretty much talking about the people that all sound the same. Like, let's think about all the music we've been listening to so far. We can categorize a lot of music that just sounds the same. A classical head bop, not really doing much. You get a little...
Yeah, but that's also the artist making little fucking nursery rhyme fucking walk it like a talk it. Walk it like a talk it. And then everybody else follows suit with little nursery rhyme ass fucking songs.
But
and how is it the producer?
So if we can say that it's not the producer, or we can say, all right, it's the producer and not the
artist. I mean, it's a combination of people.
But listen, like if we going that deep, why not say it's the generation? It's the people who listening to it.
It's the fucking
if
fans.
If we gonna put out stuff that's gonna make money, then we gonna put out stuff that's gonna make money, regardless of what the content.
I have a saying: if you feed somebody a shit sandwich long enough, they're gonna ask for a shit sandwich.
Right.
And that's what has happened with this generation. You have kept purchasing or supporting whack music that's been shoved down your throat because labels, they put up the fucking money and they put artists in your fucking face and then put them all over fucking TV and fucking radio and they make them a topic and constantly they're shoved down your fucking face.
We got a question. Let's see what they saying.
Well, more of a comment from live. You got some people that do agree with what Pete is saying, and then you have others that say it's SoundCloud rappers, but they like it. It's catchy. So and that's what they like. They don't give a fuck about what the lyrics are. They just care that it's catchy.
Right.
I mean, and that's the other side of it. But that's only the SoundCloud rappers are only relevant due to the fact of all the other shitty artists that they're trying to sound like.
But see, my thing is, this is where I think Russ differs from those artists. He used his template as SoundCloud and veered a different route.
We're not talking about Russ, though.
But we're talking about more so just the producers in itself, right? So I'm saying if producers are giving you 20 to 50 beats that sound the same, that's not your fault that your lyrics don't match up or your lyrics is not what.
But also at the same time, the artist is the one picking the beat.
And it's his face on it, so you should care
but
about
isn't
what
it,
is
but
being...
I know a lot of producers.
Are we talking about the producers that are signed to these labels? The labels that are in charge of your album when you do not have those creative what is it? Basically creative
control.
Creative control.
So in that instance, how could you blame the producer if the A&R is the one that approves or denies the record?
Good question.
Question live.
I blame the fans though.
I thought you were saying there was a question.
I blame the fans.
I blame the fans too, because then that's why we got people like Catch Me Outside Girl, who is...
We're gonna get into that.
But I'm saying that's the thing. People only are gonna, focus on what's hot and what people are making hot and what people are listening to. So if people aren't listening to her, then she would not be relevant.
So is it because people are listening to her music, or is it because of the way she perceives herself to be?
No, I'm telling you because she's got the machine behind her. She pushed in your face.
That's exactly what I was trying to say with the media. We see her more and more and more. Of course, we're going to want to listen to what she got going on.
Exactly.
Of course, you're going to want to pay attention to her. You know
exactly,
what I'm saying?
But the dumb fans
eat it all up. I mean,
So, do you think she deserves to be on the Billboard, top female rap?
I honestly don't see why you can hate on her and fuck with Cardi.
So you think she deserves to be nominated?
Nominated. It's off of plays. If your record is spinning, then it gets on the Billboard. That's what it is. That's why Tekashi's there. It spins. It makes enough plays. It makes it on there.
No, so she was nominated for Billboard's top female rap artist.
Oh. Top female rap
along
artist.
with Cardi and Nicki.
But I guess there's only two options. But at the end of the day, anyway.
But the thing is, why is she there? Why is she there? She does not just
Why is Cardi here then? Right?
I can't even put them on the same. We cannot compare. How can we not? Cardi B.
Think about this. Really, sit down and think about this. Right? She Catch Me Outside, Bad Baby, whatever her fucking name is, got on because of her antics on TV. Right? Mm-hmm. Cardi B had her antics on Instagram. She was
already on before that.
Her antics on Instagram got her to TV. TV led her to rapping, right?
No, she was
Danielle Bregoli just skipped a fucking step. She went from having a incident that made her pop, seized the moment, got signed to Atlantic, mind you, who is the same people that signed Cardi, the same machine that shoved Cardi in your fucking face is shoving her in your face. So I don't see how you can hate on her and accept Cardi. I get I get why you wouldn't like her because she disrespected her mom. But then on the flip side, she just went and bought her mom a house.
It's not about that.
And a car.
It's too early to put her out there.
Top female.
But then
it's
in the same
Billboard,
argument,
right?
it would be too early to put Cardi in.
You cannot compare the two.
You cannot
drop
compare
her
them.
right now.
I mean, but this is my thing.
Regardless of the fact.
This is my thing.
She
You
didn't drop the
can
album.
definitely, you can't,
Now.
you cannot not notice that they both have the same route.
Right.
You
Somebody
can't
agrees
notice
with
that.
Pete.
But my thing is this: being that to be on a Billboard 100, your stuff has to play. This is what I was saying again before. She made herself known so well at social media that people want to know what else she got going on. Just like Cardi B. We were so happy that she was she got from one transition to the other and then boom, got on a track that blew up like no other.
People
it kept
share.
on getting played, shared to the point where it's like, oh shit, that's the only thing that's played on the TV on radio. Catch Me Outside, it wasn't played on the radios, played more on the media. You feel what I'm saying? People want to know what's going on with that. So I believe she deserves to be recognized, but I don't think she deserves to be on Billboard 100 with the goats. Like,
and on
So
top
we
of
have
that,
a question. We have a question.
Well, more of a comment. Basically, someone saying that Cardi was a dancer, so
Right.
she was more established
Exactly.
in New York City before, like she
She
put in
wasn't
her
loving
work.
hip-hop.
She
Right.
was working with Self and everybody else, and she shouldn't be on the same level as Catch Me Outside.
I agree with
But-
that.
but
Who went on Dr. Phil?
but they're signed to the same label,
So
signed to the
what?
same thing. So that means I'm gonna support my artists. I'm gonna support who's got me veering to the direction of making me have more clout going on for me. You got to think about it as this: Atlantic is seeing it from a business mindset. They're not seeing it from a personal mindset. They seeing, oh shit, Catch Me Outside. She tweaked out on fucking Steve Harvey. Oh shit, she
Dr.
gonna
Phil.
Dr. Phil, whatever. Either way, they both be trying to help people, right? So at the end, right?
That
So-
would never got on Steve Harvey. Don't try to play
so
Steve
my
Harvey
thing,
like
so
that.
so my thing is this: Catch Me Outside. Her backing is exactly why she's being pushed the way she is. Point blank. Period. All she had to do was just continue being ratchet, and she was gonna get pushed. Point blank. Period.
But
Okay.
on top of that, why does everybody feel the need to pit females against each other? You don't do that with the
Exactly.
male rappers.
Exactly. I don't think we
Why
should put
can't
them
all
against
these-
each other, but
why
we
can't they
can
all eat?
definitely put people on the
Why
same.
can't they all eat? And why can't we be happy for little Catch Me Outside girl for
That-
getting her bread? Right?
I'm happy about
We
the
should
fact that
we
what
should
she
all
did
be
with it.
happy watching young people get some money and buy their parents' houses.
So what about
It's,
Migos?
True.
it's because it's fucked up.
I'm cool that they getting money. I just
what about
don't like the
Tekashi?
raps. It
Tekashi.
good for you. Get your money, but I still don't like you.
1985.
Okay.
I would never not want to see somebody get money, even
That's a
my
fact.
enemies.
I mean, I think to answer your question, Pete, the reason why we do not give women the clout that they deserve is because we give them one fair shot deal. It's either you're good or you're not. It's either your sex appeal is up here or is it not. Because I could tell you this, Tank is way better than a lot of female artists, bro. Creative. You feel what I'm saying? She can sing, she can rap, she can do it all. But we don't even analyze her.
Yeah.
When does her backing is not Atlantic?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Her backing isn't Rock Nation. Her backing isn't these things of that nature. You see what I'm saying? She's basically pure soul, pure trying to do it herself. So I can see why you say why we don't, idolize or, basically give women the type of, respect that they deserve. We just really just don't give them that. We give them one shot and that's it.
Yeah.
Why not?
Should we move on to another topic?
Yes.
Yeah. What about Colin Kaepernick?
Colin
Kaepernick.
Kaepernick.
Kaepernick. Whatever. Receiving the Amnesty International Ambassador of Conscience Award.
Yeah.
Break that down.
Yeah. So, to receive that award, right? I'm not even gonna say it all over again. I'm gonna probably mess up. The Netherlands have what you can call a poll for the most conscious person that's being woke in a sense, right? What he's been doing, Colin Kaepernick, as far as putting it out there from transitioning from an NFL player to how can I explain who he is now? Philanthropist, activist, a person that could be the face for, our culture, being that he did something that put him on the front street to either get bullseyed or to get idolized. You know what I mean? And think about all the greats that we had before him that tried to show that, there's things that we are not even really being aware about. Or we try to make it seem like we don't even want to hear about it. Or we try to put it under the cover type of thing. Or, things of that nature. But Colin Kaepernick, congratulations to you for the Amnesty Award. I believe that what you're doing is nothing but short of greatness. I think you were wasn't afraid to step out the comfort zone, and that right there showed and proved that you deserve this award. How y'all feel about that?
Definitely, I agree with everything you said.
Cool.
So, what about Master P? He's putting together a movie for the No Limit Records.
I'm going to watch it.
I will still watch it too.
But I will say this. These young kids don't give a fuck about Master P or even know who Master P is. They don't know about it.
Yes, they do.
We are in New York, and I don't know if you remember what the climate was like when Master P was out in New York, okay? The way New York operated is if you weren't from New York, we didn't bump your shit. We didn't listen to ATL shit. We didn't listen to West Coast shit, so...
Well, I'm not from here, so
yeah, I hear you, but at that time frame, only people in the South were really rocking with Master P like that. So, I mean, I guess maybe young kids in the South would be interested in that.
So you think New York City children generation wouldn't be interested in watching it?
Right. These kids don't give a shit about that. Throw Tekashi in that shit and that shit'll go gold.
I mean, I'll piggyback on what you said. I think you're right and wrong at the same time, Pete. I think you're right and wrong at the same time because I believe that the younger generation, we know what Master P has done, as far as like who he is.
Name 3 Master P songs.
Bro, I'm not even going to do that. I could tell you 3 Master P productions.
And you can even include Bout It.
You feel what I'm saying? I could tell you about 3 Master P productions. I could tell you what he did for his kids. I could tell you the outlet that happened for basically what he did with his life. But my thing is this. Yeah, we'll watch it just off the fact that he is part of rap history.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's a part of history. He's one of the first to, be a millionaire, be a black millionaire at that. Can we not show that? Like we gotta understand. Master P had opened a lot of doors.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's the first door opener, to be truly honest. And then if the younger generation really wants to know or to understand why rap or hip hop is,
watch the movie.
Watch the movie and see the the transition between the two.
I like it. We got a question.
Someone said that Master P had the source on Smash.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
He had all the ads, he had everything.
Yes, he did.
That's what money can
P.
do.
Miller, that's
Somebody said that they don't care about Master P, but they care about Romeo. So Romeo is basically...
Who cares about Romeo?
Well, the young people care about Romeo.
I mean, if y'all care about Romeo, then y'all went to ICDC. Right?
He on that new show, Love and Hip Hop show, whatever.
Growing up hip hop.
Growing up hip hop. Oh yeah, he is on that.
Atlanta? No,
Angela Simmons.
And
Regina Carter.
Yeah,
But
it's all
still,
the kid stars, basically.
Little Bow Wow.
Was he still?
No, he's on the other one, right?
Nah, Bow Wow on it.
Shade Moss.
Shade Moss, we gotta say Shade Moss.
Oh my God. Y'all call him Shade Moss? I still call him Little Bow Wow.
Shad.
Shade Moss.
Shade.
I thought it was Shade.
Damn, that's bad. We've been wrong this whole...
No shade.
No shade.